I did everything Capy taught me. Acknowledge, pivot, curiosity, question, comparison, call. I even sent the pre-call email. And for one beautiful week, I thought I had it. Then Thursday at 4:52 p.m., my phone buzzed. It was my prospect. And the first thing she said was,
"The follow-up after an objection is not cleanup work. That is where the deal is actually won or lost forever. Bling did everything right the first time. But the competitor came back. What she did next is the lesson."
Rex agreed to come back, voluntarily. This is either a trap or the greatest character arc in sales podcast history.
I have updated the investigation board accordingly.
The investigation is paused, Bull.
The board doesn't know that.
Quick refresher, 3 weeks ago, Bling called in. Her prospect said, "Your competitor is cheaper." We gave her 3 questions. She asked them, and things looked good. Then the competitor made one more move. Bling had to decide, chase, discount, or close differently.
Bling, welcome back.
I wish I were calling with a simpler story.
So I used the 3 questions. What specifically makes you feel we're more expensive? What happens if you choose the cheaper option and it doesn't work out? What would make this decision obvious today? And Capy, it worked. My prospect said, I hadn't thought about it that way. We scheduled the follow-up. I sent the recap email. I was prepared. I was confident. Then Thursday happened.
Why is it always Thursday?
Because Friday would be too merciful.
Thursday, 4:52 p.m., my prospect called. I thought she was saying yes. Instead, she said, Competitor X came back with a revised proposal. It is about 15% less. I owe it to my team to explore this. 15% after the questions, after the email, after she said she had not thought about it that way. They threw a discount at her, and everything I built almost collapsed.
15%? That is raccoon math.
Put the sign down.
This sign?
All signs.
Most salespeople panic when a competitor returns with a lower price. They discount and destroy margin or become defensive and destroy trust. Bling did neither. She used 3 follow-up moves: the value recap, the silence flip, and the proof close. These are the 3 moves. First, bring the buyer back to value. Second, ask what changed and let the silence work. Third, offer proof your competitor cannot match. Before the call, send 1 email. Do not defend your price. Recap the 3 things the buyer said mattered most, and remind them that none of those things were about price. That moves the conversation back to value before the call even begins.
Before we discuss competitor X, I want to revisit the 3 things you said mattered most: implementation speed, responsive support, and not switching again in 6 months. None of those were about price.
After the recap, the buyer may still say they are evaluating. Ask 1 question: what has changed since we last spoke? Then stop talking. The buyer will either admit the competitor returned or admit nothing changed and they are delaying.
I asked what had changed. Then I stayed quiet for 11 seconds. 11. She finally admitted competitor X had returned with the 15% discount. Once she said it out loud, I knew what I was actually dealing with.
I hate the silence flip. You lasted 4 seconds. Personal record.
Rex, thanks for joining us.
I said I would come back.
Suspiciously reasonable.
At Competitor X, we watch for the moment a salesperson panics after our discount. That is when we expect them to match us. If someone calmly asked what had changed and then waited, it would be unsettling. It would force the buyer to explain the discount, instead of making the seller defend the price.
The third move is the proof close. Ask whether a 10-minute call with a customer who chose you over the competitor would help. No script, no filtering, just a real conversation. A competitor can offer a discount. You can offer proof.
That is the part we cannot easily match. A discount is a number. A real customer explaining why they chose you is evidence. Bling did not beat us by arguing. She offered something more credible than our price cut.
I also brought proof.
Is that the raccoon file?
It proves I own a file.
I offered a call with a customer who had switched from competitor X. My prospect accepted. That customer explained things I could never credibly say about myself. Friday at 11, the buyer signed at full price. No discount.
Value recap. Remind them why they called. Silence flip. Ask what changed. Then wait. Proof close. Offer a real customer reference. No panic, no desperate discount, and no argument. Let value and proof do the work.
Next week, we meet a hardworking agent who became an agency owner. She shares more than 20 years of insurance sales experience in multi-languages.
Real experience, real lessons.
Subscribe for weekly sales comedy and practical techniques you can actually use. And tell us in the comments, has a competitor ever undercut you at the last minute? Your story could become a future episode.
Like the video!
Subscribe for more bloopers!
And ring the bell calmly. Close better, chill more!